All right, today, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be ranking every single Umamusume ever, at least the ones that I know of. I know who most of these are. I don't know. I don't have that big of an opinion on some of them, but some of them I do have a pretty big opinion on. So we're gonna go into them. We're gonna put them on a little tier list here. We may add some tiers, may get rid of some. I don't really think there's that many D tier ones, but there are some that are above S tier in my opinion. So this ranking, I'm gonna try to be mostly partial to their character, but I am going to have some opinion on their real life counterpart, their real life horse. Like Silent Suzuha here. She's great and everything about her is fantastic, but then you also have to include about her real life horse. So we're gonna have to talk about a little bit of that, not all of them. Top Gun here. I don't really have a lot to say about a real life counterpart, so I'm just gonna be mostly talking about her character. Where's Special Week? Let's just start off with Special Week. I feel like that's the best one to start off with. Here is Special Week. Okay, so Special Week is an interesting case because Special Week is, I'm gonna put her in B for now. We probably might move her, probably will. So Special Week is an interesting case because I do feel like a lot of these characters, especially the early ones, they fall into two camps. They're either based off of something that the real life counterpart has a very noticeable trait, or if they aren't that, like if there's not a lot that their real life counterpart is known for, then they're gonna just kind of make them an anime girl archetype. And I feel like Special Week fits into that second one a little bit. I do feel like you just basically made her a diet version of Ogre Cap. And while I do think there is some fun stuff with her, I don't think there is that much to like love. I think she is that main protagonist anime girl type character, so she's just kind of bland in some ways, but she is a fantastic main girl. So I do think she's a great character. Let's just put her in B. I think that's fair. Let's just stick with season 1 here. This is going to be a controversial one. So Silent Suzuha here. I don't love her. I think she's fine. Is she C or B? So here's my thing with Silent Suzuha. So the character of her in the anime is pretty good, and I do think her real life counterpart is good as well. However, this definitely falls into the tier of what could have been. It's one of those what could have been horses, and we're not going to be done with that. There's going to be other ones on this list that definitely fall into that camp. But with Silent Suzuha, she is one of those that is not a... She did fantastic things during her life, and then tragedy struck her later in life. It is from an early point, or from early in her career, she had this tragedy that basically ended something that could have been amazing. So she could have been this very, very, very iconic horse, but the problem is that she was gone so soon. Now, here's the problem. I think out of a lot of those here, I do think she's the weakest character. Now, I'm not saying that the horse is bad. I'm saying that she's the weakest character. I don't think her arc is as good as, some of the other ones. And I think she's just kind of fine. That's kind of where I'm at with her. I do kind of want to drop her into C, to be honest. But here I will. I'm gonna cut ahead. Let's talk about Rice Shower. I do want to go ahead, and I know I'm jumping to basically season 2 here, but let's talk about Rice Shower. Rice Shower is another one in that camp to where she is kind of a what could have been. Okay, so Rice Shower. Rice Shower is definitely A tier. Now, you could make a case for Rice Shower being S. And honestly, later in this list, I may move her up to S. But Rice Shower is a fantastic, not only character, but a real life horse. The character of Rice Shower being this character that comes in absolutely just out of nowhere, comes in, destroys not only Bourbon, but then also does McQueen. makes her this antagonist kind of, and in the anime, they do a fantastic job of her not wanting to be the antagonist, even though everybody sees her as the antagonist. This is a fantastic thing. And her design, being a small, you could easily make her this kind of scary looking horse, but you don't. You make her adorable. So you really do sympathize with her to where, yes, everybody obviously they're going to love if these records and these monumental things happen. But when this really cute little horse comes in and she just beats everybody, it's like, okay, that's fine. But it works so well. And not only that, but, and I hate to say that a tragedy is like a tragic ending is like a good thing. And I don't mean that. I'm going to say that a few times. But honestly, I'm gonna be really harsh here for a second. Rice Shower passing away in the tragic way that she did, and if I could take it back and give Rice Shower a full life, and there is generation after generation of horses that are from the Rice Shower line, I would absolutely do it. But Rice Shower dying when she did, or he did. I'm going to call them all she's, by the way. But Rice Shower dying when they did, it kind of makes this storybook ending to this character, to where this character was hated. And then by the time people are getting around to the point to where they're loved, it is kind of like, well, it's too late now. It's, you should have loved her when you could have. And then on the opposite side of that, with the anime protagonist, or the anime counterpart, we have a Rice Shower that eventually becomes like BFFs with Haru Ara. And that's basically like in the movie and in Road to the Top, they have them hanging out all the time. That's fantastic. Not only that, but in season 3, they put her with Bourbon to train Kita-san. It's a great character. You know what? We're going to put her in S. But I'm going to add U tier. Okay. So from there, let's go back to season 1. I find Iowa Scarlet, I find her kind of mid. And I'm going to be honest, I think that's because I just don't know a lot about her story. She's not one of my favorites to play as in the game. And let's just, while we're here, where's Vodka? Same thing for Vodka here. I think they're both great. I think they are both fantastic characters. Side characters. Now, I would have said the same thing about Ogre Cap until Cinderella Grey came out. When Cinderella Grey came out, it completely changed my opinion on Ogre Cap. I do feel like these two could definitely have a story of their own, an anime of their own, a movie of their own, whatever you wanted to do, you could make a fantastic story for these two characters. I do think it probably will happen someday. I don't know when, but I would love to see it. And I think they deserve it, but I think right now, as for what we've got, what I've played of them in the game, I just don't find them super compelling in their current form. El Condor Pasa. I honestly, she's on the same level to me as these two, even though her story is kind of focused on in season 1, but I really like playing as her. She's a really fun character to play as, in my opinion. And this is, I'm going to be completely honest, I don't really know why. There's just certain horses that, like, whenever I'm playing a daily or whatever, that I'm like, I want to play as you. And I play as her quite a bit. I like playing as her. So here she is. She's an A tier. Also, I'm going to swap these two around. I do like playing with Vodka. Grass Wonder. Grass Wonder. Love Grass Wonder. Definitely here. Could make a case for S. I'm going to put her in A. A few things about Grass Wonder. Grass Wonder is born in my state. She was born in Kentucky. So I am a little bit partial to Grass Wonder. Grass Wonder is one of the few American-born horses that is in the field, and I am very partial to her. I do enjoy her a lot. I also think the fact that, I do think in the anime, I think they kind of wasted her. I think you could, the more I've learned about her story, there's a lot to love about Grass Wonder. And they kind of just completely ignored that. Won the Ari Makina twice, 98 and 99 back to back Ari Makinas. That's that's a dang good record there. I think Grass Wonder is a fantastic character. I think she's a fantastic horse that's underrated. I think she's very fun to play as in the game because the way that you can train her, I think it's really fun. Yeah, I'm a big Grass Wonder fan. Say Sky, I just find her boring. I just don't. I don't think I don't have her in the game, so maybe that's why I don't find her that compelling yet. I also don't have Silent Suzusa, so maybe that's saying a lot. Like I have all of these. I don't have either of these, so maybe that's why I don't find them that compelling right now because I'm going off of their anime counterparts, which this one didn't get a lot. She's only sleepy, and then this one I feel like they did all right. All right, season 2. Let's start off with Bourbon. I think if I'm gonna be honest, I think Bourbon is a more interesting character because of the rice shower storyline. I think without that, she's just oh, that was a really good. She did really good. But because of the rice shower stuff, she does a lot better. Also, she was the first 3-star Uma that I ever pulled. I'm a bit biased because of that, so I'm gonna put her in A. I do think her design is really, really, really cool, though. I'm gonna be honest. I really like her design. Not a lot to say about her. I just like her. I think she's fun. I do think the training montage with her and Rice Shower and Keith-san in season 3 is one of the best parts of season 3. Meijiro McQueen. I find McQueen to be kind of here. And I'll tell you why. I think McQueen's storyline is fun. But without Teo, it's not fantastic. McQueen's storyline basically it's once again, Rice Shower kind of determines her storyline, and then she gets injured, and basically it's like, okay, well now Teo's story takes over. Is it a good story? Absolutely. But that's because they told it with Teo, they told it with Rice Shower. And because of those two, it makes her more interesting. I do think the way that her character is told is really fun. I do think that playing as her in the game is pretty boring. I do have both of hers, and I don't find really either of them that compelling. Both of her skins, don't find either of them very compelling to play as. I think Rice Shower is better. Let's talk about Teo. Teo. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Teo is a character. I have the horse. Teo is by far my favorite horse. By far my favorite Uma. I love Teo. I think Teo is this incredible horse. Teo as a character is so much fun because you are living up to a reputation of of Rudolph. And Rudolph was this monumental horse, a horse that could not be beaten. And to be the son of that with Teo, of course you're going to have expectations. And the way they do that in the show of Teo being like an inspiration or being inspired by Rudolph is so well done. And then to have Teo basically not, it's big, like she loses, but then she gets injured. And it's just one thing after another that keeps pulling her down. And if Teo does not win that Ari Makina, Teo would have been forgotten. Teo would have been that horse that what could have been. But because Teo comes back and wins the Ari Makina, it's like Teo proved it's not, it absolutely is a what could have been. Teo could have been so much more in another life, but Teo proved that despite all of the injuries, despite everything that held her back, Teo still became a legend. Teo still proved to everyone. A year off still proves I've got it. After everybody thought it was done, nobody had any faith. You have characters like Biwa Hayata, or I know I pronounced that wrong, but you have characters like her that come in and they want to be the next Rush Hour that just comes in, gets rid of the Cinderella story. But Teo says, nope, I'm going to do it because I know what I can. I know what I am. I know what I can do. And she does it. And that is so inspiring. I love Teo's storyline. All right, let's talk about Rudolph. So Rudolph is a character that I hope they do more with. And I'm going to spin off, I'm going to kind of go off track here a little bit. But Rudolph is a really, I'm going to put her at the top of A tier, and I'm going to say this. Rudolph could be a character that could easily go in U tier, and I'm going to tell you why. So Rudolph right now is basically like the headmaster. She's the president or whatever, I don't know what her official term is, over all of the academy because she's the GOAT. She is the GOAT. Now, here's what you can do. And this is really going to, in my opinion, be an interesting thing they deal with in the future. So, Rudolph comes in as an undefeated Triple Crown. I don't know how many she ended up winning, but she won a lot. Great horse. One of the all-time greats. Like the Secretariat of Japan. However, in modern times, there has been other horses that have done similar feats, kind of like Deep Impact, and also with like Almond Eye. I think both of them, Deep Impact's not in the game, Almond Eye is very new, but I do think you could make a good case as to have an anime or something similar. To where you say, okay, well, let's talk about, how long does Rudolph need to be in that role? How, could we have a maybe like somebody try to run and be like, I'm better than Rudolph and I'm gonna take her place. It'd be an interesting thing. I don't think it'll happen, but there's a lot of them. I'm gonna make this case when we get to TM Opera O, that despite there being horses that just win everything, I absolutely think you can make anime or whatever about them. Honestly, I don't think you could make one about Rudolph. I talked about Biwa Hayata. I know I'm pronouncing her name wrong. I talked about her a little bit. I think she's fine. They don't really go a lot into her character in the anime because she's just at the very end of Teo's story. I'm going to put her here, but I do think she's an interesting character. She is absolutely a great final boss for Teo, but really that's just like any, like 9 chances out of 10, she probably wins that race. It's just it's the Cinderella it's the Cinderella story of her winning, or of Teo beating her. But that's not her fault. She's absolutely a great horse, I'm sure. I do enjoy playing as her in the game. Just got her recently, so I don't know a lot about her right now. But pretty cool. I'm going to put her in B tier for now. I feel like we need to bring up Air Groove. Air Groove has been my home screen for the game. I really enjoy playing as her. She's one of my favorites to play as. We're going to put her in S tier. I think her story is also very fun, being a female horse. Also, the fact that she is scared of cameras and flashing lights is kind of funny. I like that a lot. I don't think that we've explored her character enough yet, but I hope that one day we will. Mambo is absolutely the GOAT. We're going to put her, I would put her above that. Mambo is one of my favorite characters. I think these two are like top 3 at least. We're going to get into a few others that I really like and want to explore some more, but absolutely really fun character. I love her with the cutting the hole in the hat. That's really fun. Top Gun. Another one that I want more of. I do enjoy playing as her. Kind of want to put her here. I do like that she just like sleeps through the entire season and does not do anything. I think that's quite funny. But yeah, let's put her there. That's fine. I don't know a lot about her. I know that they have that to where her and Gold Ship sing the Top Gun song. And that is honestly enough for me to put her above McQueen. Twin Turbo. Twin Turbo. Turbo is the GOAT because Turbo beat Rice Shower. Rice Shower beat McQueen. McQueen beat Teo. And that by that logic, despite Turbo losing a lot, that means Turbo's the GOAT. Greatest horse of all time. The Gat. She's the Gat. Greatest horse of all time. Wait, the glasses girl? I don't know her name. Is this her? I think this is her. I'm fairly certain this is her. I think she's fun. I'm gonna put her here. I think her design is really cool. I don't know her name. I'm gonna be completely honest with that. Oh yeah, who is this then? Who is this? Yeah, this is who I was thinking of. I thought she looked this. Okay, yeah. Who is this? Or not who is this? Who is this? I didn't know there was another one with glasses. They look identical. Are they related? These two have to be related. Look at that. Nice Nature is an S tier in my opinion. I love Nice Nature. I think what they did with her in season 3 is fantastic to be kind of a role model. I really like what they did with her character there. I really like what they did with her character in season 2. I think her kind of being this always in third place character is really fun. She's a character that I think is heartwarming. And I think that matters a lot. I love a heartwarming character that even though they don't always win, they still have a lot to learn from them. And that's a good character. I think she does a really good job. All right, moving on to season 3, which I think is a little bit weaker than season 2. Let's go ahead and let's talk about Kita-san Black. I think she is a weaker protagonist than I think she's a weaker protagonist than Teo, but I think she is better than Special Week. So we're going to put her here in A tier. I do really like her character, though. I think she's really fun. I do like that she's very different than Teo and different from Special Week. I think that's fun. I think you definitely need to vary them up. I'm glad they did. Now, I think a more interesting character, though, in Season 3 is absolutely, and I'm going to butcher her name because I'm forgetting the first half of it. Is it Sotono Diamond? I think I'm pronouncing that right. I know it's Diamond. I think she's a much better character. I think she is far more interesting than Kita-san. However, I don't love Season 3, and I don't have either of these in the game yet, obviously. So I'm going to put her here for now. This could absolutely be one. If I get her in the pools, I can see her going up to about here. But for now, we're going to put her about here. But I really do like her arc in Season 3, and I do like how she and Kita-san kind of pair together. I think they're really good. Gold Ship. Here is one of these. I am going to put her here. And I'm going to tell you why. I think there is a selection of Umas that we got too soon. And I think Gold Ship is one of those. And I think we're getting into the problem. I think with Forever Young, we're also getting into that problem again. There is a case to be made that you should not make a Uma before their career is done. I think you can honestly make a case that you shouldn't even make their personality a lot until we know kind of where like their breeding career ends up at. Like with Kita-san, we know that Kita-san has some offspring that has done very, very well. We know that characters like Special Week, their offspring has done very well. All of these characters have done very well in their breeding career. Gold Ship has kind of been set up to where everybody's like, oh, she's going to be fantastic in her breeding career. She's bred a lot of horses. Gold Ship has not made a Umamusume level horse yet. Now, could it be like this year that we get one of Gold Ship's offspring ends up doing like a Triple Crown run? Maybe. I don't know. I don't even know if any of them are eligible. But could happen. Absolutely could happen. But I feel like we need more of her to explore that storyline. There's been none of them since 2021. Well, I guess these were born in 2021, so they're just now relevant. They'd be 4 years old at this point. Yeah, so we have a Ken win there. I'm gonna be honest. This is not like this is a G1. This is a big deal. This is a good one here. That's a G1. And is that a G1? Yeah, but it's a steeplechase. Still though, all right. Let's look at this. Look at this, and then compare that to. Like, I know I'm picking one, but like look at Kita-san's kids, and Gold Ship just hasn't. Like Gold Ship's known for being like this like breeder, but like really like if you think about it, it's like the characters like Kita-san have done better, and will continue to do better. But I don't know. Is Kita-san still breeding? I don't know. I'm kind of going off track here. Gold Ship, but yes, I'm in B. And here, I'll give you this. I also think the reason I'm going to be putting Gold Ship in B over putting her in A is that I believe Gold Ship is another one to where they really just made her this Brutus of a character in the anime. I honestly love her character a lot more in the game. I think her character in the anime is a bit more of a brute, and I get what they're going for, and it makes a lot of sense. It's very funny in some scenes, but I do love her character in the game a little bit better. I know that's a hot take because a lot of people love that character in the anime. I am not one of them. I don't hate it. I like what they did with her in season 3. That's why I'm saving her for season 3. But yeah, that's why she's here. Also, I forgot. I found it. It's this one. This is the one that I think if they ever, I'm not gonna rank them because I have no idea about this character. Mr. CB? But if they ever made a Rudolph anime, I think they should absolutely make it about Mr. CB. I think Mr. CB would be a better lead. And I think it would be just Mr. CB and the other characters trying to beat Rudolph. I think that would be a much better storyline than focusing on Rudolph, even though that will not happen. They just won't do it. You could focus on that, but I think you could have Rudolph be this like lingering thing to where it's like, man, but we aren't Rudolph. Yes, okay, I agree that Rudolph would be similar to Tiamat Pro. I think Tiamat Pro has a much better potential for an anime though, and I'll get into that here in a minute. Let's talk about this little gremlin. I love her. I love her so much. This is the little gremlin, and I love her just so much. Now, Palmer, hang on. This was the first, technically the actual first Umamusume merch that I ever bought. Like before, I bought the Teo plushie, and then I bought these, and now I'm getting Nindroids and figures and all that. But look. Hang on. Look. I love them so much. They are so much fun. Like, look at these two. They will absolutely catch your house on fire, but they'll look so cute while doing it. I'm gonna put Palmer here. So yeah, Palmer, he lives up there. Okay, all right. Let's see here. Who else is from the Pretty Derby series? I think we need to focus on them, get them out of the way. Oh, this one. I'm not gonna try to pronounce their name. The little seeing the fortune teller one. I like her. She's quite fun to play as in the game. Put her there. Oh, Dakiya Shuttle. Here's the thing. This is another one that I don't have unlocked in the game. I have wanted her so bad. I don't have her. I don't have Rudolph. I don't have Suzuka. And I'm like, I want these, but I have yet to get them. So I feel like she is definitely one to where if I had her in game, I could play as her and I knew more about her story. She'd go up. I don't have her. I also don't have any of her support cards, so I don't even get her in the game that often unless I borrow her. So yeah, kind of sucks, but for now she's there. Yeah, I could do Sakura. I love playing as her. I love doing the sprint races. I think they're really fun. Um, she is she's I think she's the one I have the third most amount of fans for. I kind of want to put her here. I like Air Groove a little bit more than her. She's not as interesting of a character as like any of these, to be honest. She's an interesting character, and I do like what they've done with her. I do want to see more of her. I think they've done a lot with her in the manga that is not like translated. Obviously, none of the manga has been, but I do think she's in some of that new manga. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I like her a lot. She's really fun to play as, so I'm gonna put her here. I really like King Halo. Another one that's really fun to play as. I don't love her as much as any of these, but we're gonna put her. Let's put her there. Eh, there. I like Palmer a little bit more. I think Palmer's a more interesting character. I also like that Palmer is a front runner, and I think that's cool. Cinderella Grey, Ogre Cap. Ogre Kapu. Ogre Cap is a easy top of S tier. Ogre Cap is and I'm not going to get into spoilers here for what's coming, but I will say Ogre Cap as a horse is a insane horse. Has a career that is on par with Teo. I think she's a little bit below Teo, but I think some of the stuff that happens later in Ogre Cap's career is absolutely goaded. If they make the last episode or the last whatever, if it's a movie, whatever it is, for Cinderella Grey, if they really show off that Ari Makina, if they really make it something special, boy, will it be special. Boy, will it be special. I really hope they really flesh out that, especially like the victory lap. You know what I mean. They can do a lot with Ogre Cap. Cinderella Grey did a lot with Ogre Cap. Made me love that character so much. And another one that is just like that is Tomo Cross. Fantastic character. Just a insane character that I love so much now. I'm gonna put her here just because I love playing as these. These two I love playing as, and I love playing as Ogre Cap too. But and Mambo can go down. Like Mambo, we're gonna be getting her in the game this month. I'm definitely gonna be trying to play as her some because she's a 2-star, so I know I'll be getting her. But if she's not fun to play as, I can see her dropping down to like here. But if she's fun to play as, I'm gonna keep her here. Maybe move up a little bit. But I love playing as Ogre Cap, love playing as Air Groove, love playing as Boxin. These are really fun to me, so that's why they're there. But Tomo Cross, don't really love playing as her. I do have her, but I don't love playing as her, not nearly as much as like Ogre Cap, but still a fun horse. And her story is really good. And I do love that it's almost like a passing of the torch whenever Ogre Cap beats her. I think that, like, with a character like Teo needed to win that Ari Makina. With Tomo Cross already proved how good they were. And at the end, to be able to be beat by Ogre Cap, I feel like it's more of a passing of the torch more so than needing to prove anything. I think at that point she had proved her worth. This one, shoot, what's her name? Sakura Chio. I know her Chio. Chio. I don't know. Sakura Chio. I don't know. Maybe I think I'm right. I just know her from the Chio song. I really wanted her. I wanted her so badly, and I didn't get her. I pulled like 9 times for her. I saved up so many carrots for her, and I didn't get her. So I'm not going to put her in S tier. If I would have got her, she'd have been in S tier. This is another one, and we're going to get into more of this when we get into the movie. she's a character that a lot of people are going to disregard because they're going to say if Ogre Cap could have ran the races that she should have been able to run, she wouldn't have won that race. But here's my argument. She did win the Derby. Despite that Ogre Cap was not there, she still won the Derby. And I think it still counts for something. And I think the movie tells us this, that despite what other people may say of, well, if this character was here, you wouldn't have won that Derby. We don't know that. We absolutely do not know that. Teo proves this. Whenever all the girls are like, we will still beat Teo, Teo's happy to see them run. And I think this is the same thing with her. Ogre would have been happy to see her win. I think she deserves more credit. Marzinski, we'll talk about her. I really like playing as her. Let's put her. Let's just do this. Let's do that. I think that's fitting. I really like her. Oldest Uma, I think still. She's one of the oldest, if so. So really cool that she's part of it. I think another one to where kind of like Ogre Cat, it's like a what could have been, but also it's like, well, if she would have been able to run those, you wonder if she would have been more forgettable. Because if she didn't win them, she might not have been remembered. So, what could have been, but I don't think it's a what could have been as much as like characters like, Suzuka or even Rice Shower. I think she's similar to Rice Shower, but she didn't die. She just couldn't run a lot of races. In RE1, don't know a lot about her yet. I just know a little bit about her from reading about like the races and everything. I'm excited to see about her character. I'm gonna put her here. I'm gonna drop these two to here. Yeah, I think that's fair. I like that. I like that better. Who else is from Cinderella Grey? I mean, she's not technically there yet, but Major Orion. I like playing as her in the game. Don't know a lot about her as a character from the anime yet. If we get season 2 of Cinderella Grey, which I think we absolutely will, we should learn a lot more. And I think she'll be really fun to learn about. I am going to put her here for now, but absolutely can and I think will move up on my list. I mean, technically this will be another one from that. I know very little about her. She's in the pools right now. I'm going to put her here because I really like her design, and I've been reading a little bit about her lately. She basically, like, they overran her, and then she got injured. And basically that's her thing, is that she got ran too much, and that she got injured, and that basically if you overrun her in the career, there's a chance that she gets to where you got to send her to the infirmary, which I really like. I think it's a good way of doing it. But we'll learn more about her in the anime, hopefully, in Cinderella Grey. So we'll learn more about that. Super Creek. Super Creek. This is the Goo Goo Babies. No. Right there. I like Super Creek. I think Super Creek's a really fun character. I love that Super Creek, like, the way she runs, the way she's animated is different than a lot of them, and I like that. I think she is a different type of character, not only in the way that her personality is, but I think the way that they're treating her as a horse is really unique, and I like that. I like that a lot. It's this one. I'm gonna be honest, they're just so. I like her because of the hat. Also, I'm absolutely gonna drop this one down. Yeah. I don't love playing as them in the game. Velno's not in the game, so she's not technically in here. That's the problem. There's going to be a few of them that we can't put on here. Belno would be A. Fujisama would be high B. Run is hard in the games. I think I've got her to 4-star. I don't really find her that hard to play as, meaning Ryan, but I just find her kind of not that fun to like have interactions with. The only one that I just don't find that fun to play because she's hard is Rice Shower, but she's still 3 stars, so that might be my fault. All right, I am gonna rank Mr. CB because I do know a little bit about them. I'm gonna put them in A because I do like Mr. CB, and I hope we get an anime about them someday. I really do. This one, the Amazon one, I forgot about her. I don't really find her design that interesting, and I don't love it. Yeah, I'm gonna put her in C. All right. Let's do Road to the Top. Let's start off with NTR. NTR is the goat, but also Narita Top Road is really fun too. And I am going to put her in S tier, right below Talon Cross. I cannot wait to be able to play as her, even though we're going to be waiting a long time to be playing as her. But I love her in the anime. I kind of hate that she never really was able to win a lot because of another one we'll talk about here in a minute. But I do love her character. I love her design. I love her race wear. I think it's really cute, and I like that a lot. I love her character all around. I think she's a great character. Maya Vega. I didn't love what they did with her in the anime, to be honest. Uh, but I did kind of like her a little bit more in the movie. I didn't love the whole sister thing, but she's fine. She's fine. Now. Let's talk about her. Let's talk about it. TM Opera O. I will be honest. This was one of the first characters that I got in the game, and I didn't like them because I didn't really love playing as them, and I didn't really like the personality of them. But then I got to know her a little bit. And TM Opera is a pretty goated character. I don't think she's this goated, but I think she's pretty goated. I am going to be honest. I don't think you can make a Rudolph anime, but I think you can make a TM Pro anime. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to rank another character right beside her. That is Dodo. Meshio Dodo. I'm going to move Dodo all the way up here. I'm going to tell you why. I think these two could be the greatest anime in Umamusume. Because I want an anime to where we get a bunch of these characters, and all the time, they're just trying to beat her. The whole anime is this year of TM Opera just dominance. Just G1 win, G1 win, G1 win, and no stopping her. Grand Slam, Dodo always just right behind her, and then at the end, Dodo comes out on top. I know it's the next year. I know that it doesn't really count, because she'd already lost, I think, one by here. But Dodo comes out on top. That would be so much fun, in my opinion. Here's another thing. Like, with Rudolph was just out of the gate winning. Just win. With TM Opera starts her career by losing 2 of the 3 Triple Crown. She didn't win the Triple Crown. The next year, she came in to do Grand Slam. So, definitely a all-time great horse, but not to Rudolph level in my opinion. But still really good. And still a very good Uma, in my opinion. Kurin, really fun to play as in the game. Kind of hard to get enough fans sometimes to get the little upgrades, but really fun. Do love her character a lot. I'm gonna put her here, and I'm gonna move Inari 1 there. I'm gonna put her right above Kita-san But I do like what they've done with Inari 1 so far, and Inari 1 definitely will be moving up the list as we move on. But I'm going to put her there for now. Oh, I forgot to rank Gold City. Gold City, absolutely a goat. I love her design. I love that she's kind of like this model. I'm gonna be honest, I like her just pretty much for the design. Right beside Bourbon, because I think these two are pretty much similar opinions for me. No, she's from Cinderella Grey. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna put her down here with Vodka and I just don't find her that interesting. I think she was kind of like boring, if I'm going to be completely honest. Don't know you. This is why I need to play the Japanese version. Because there's so many of these that I have no clue who they are. But I'm excited to learn who they are. Let's talk about the movie real quick. Agnes Tachyon. Agnes is definitely one of those that it's a what could have been storyline. I personally wish we got a little bit more of her character. I do like that we kind of got a redemption arc with her. I wish we got a little bit more. Just a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. I think she's probably B tier for me. Don't hate her. Don't love her, but that is my opinion. So there you go. Jungle Pocket. Honestly, one of the weaker protagonists in my opinion. I loved this movie. Absolutely loved this movie. I didn't love Jungle Pocket. I thought she was good. I thought she was really good. I love her as a character. When we get her in the game, I'll definitely want to play more of her. But I do think she's an A. I think she's there. I think she's right below Kita-san. I like Kita-san a little bit more. I think she's a more interesting character in terms of the arc. But, this is what it is. Fuji here, I love playing as her in the game. Love playing as her in the game. Also, breast. Lots of breast. I'm gonna put her here. The fourth wheel in the movie. I wish we got more of her. I'm gonna put her here. No, here. I liked her. Now I loved Manhattan Cafe. Loved Manhattan Cafe. And then I found out, Manhattan Cafe just she won the last of the Triple Crown, and then she went out and she won the Armakina. So Manhattan Cafe, like Agnes Tachyon, is a what could have been, but Manhattan Cafe was a, hey, if I'd have been there, I probably could have beat all of you. Like, I know I said earlier, like, well, if Ogre Cap would have been there, it doesn't really matter because that's not what happened. Yes, I get that. But Manhattan Cafe went out and then won. So, but she's a great long runner. I do really want her in the game. Don't have her yet. Love to get her someday. Really liked her character. I'm gonna put her right above Palmer. Now this one. I'll be honest, I forgot her name, but I do like that this character that is coming soon is going to be like don't forget about me. And I like that. That's really fun. So I don't know a lot about her yet. I want to learn more about her. Put her there. This one, Air Sakura. Shoot, I'm forgetting her name. She's the one with a really bad support card. I don't know a lot about her story. I'm gonna be completely honest, but I don't like this design. I really just don't. I know that probably fits her character. I just don't love it. I'm gonna put her in C. Yeah, put her there. The really tall one from the game. I don't know. I found her unique. There's nothing really. There's not a lot to her here. Also, I'm going to move this character up to here. I'm going to move this Ryan down. This one, this is King Halo's daughter, son, whichever one, but daughter in the game. Um, I do love that they basically made her a princess, considering what King Halo's storyline is, and then they're just like, hey, pretty princess. It's fun. Don't have her in the game yet, but she is really cool. Um, I don't love her design, but I just do like her character. She kind of warms my heart, so I'm gonna put her here. Don't know a lot about her, but we'll get there. This one, I got her support card in the last thing, and I really liked playing, or I really liked having her little interactive moments. I do like her uh, design a lot. Um, I'm gonna put her here simply for the design. This one, this is the one that's in the new manga, which I'm forgetting the manga's name. Star Blossom. Star Blossom. Uh, she's Nice Nature's roommate. This one, I never knew that. I'm not on the thing. Uh, this one, I really like her. She's from Star Blossom, which is the new manga. Um, and I really like her design. Love, love, love her design. I am going to be putting her here simply for her design. Notion No Flower. Just, I think she is absolutely the cutest thing that has ever existed in this entire world. And if anything happens to her, I will kill everyone in this room and in this video and in myself. So yeah. Let's put her. There. This one of my favorite ones to play in the game. She is currently my third highest scoring one that I've ever gotten. Really fun to play as, but I don't really love her personality. It's just kind of bland in my opinion. There. No, 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 no. There. I am gonna rank this one. Absolutely so much fun to play as this character. This character is so much fun to play as. I'm gonna put her way up here because the fact that she's like this fangirl of all the Umas, you have this bonus power that you get with her for just being Agnes Digital. That's what it is. You get this like power up thing whenever you're around other Umas, the Uma stand power. I love that one. It's really good. I've been using it a lot, and it's actually helped me a lot. So I don't know if it's helping me, but it's done really. I think it is. I love that one. She's really fun. She's one that I really didn't know a lot about, so I actually unlocked her, and then I started learning about her, and I was like, oh, you're really cool. So there she is. Another one that is just super adorable. I don't know a lot about her, but you know what? She's there. I had been using her support card a little bit, and she's pretty fun. Winning Ticket. I don't love Winning Ticket because I don't like her personality where she's just crying all the time. But I think she's my fourth highest right now because she's pretty fun to play as. I'm going to put her down here. I don't love her. I don't hate her either. As you've noticed, there's only 4 in C tier. There's none in D tier. And I feel pretty confident about that. Japono Riki. I don't know anything about this character other than the fact that she won a lot of Dirt G1s. Like a lot of Dirt G1s. I also have her Nindroid. She was technically the first Nindroid that I got. I don't know enough about her yet. I'm going to put her down here. But this is simply because I just don't know a lot about her yet. We'll get to know her more soon. Vivalos, same thing, but she's got a little cat mouth. I think that's really cute, so we're gonna put her there. This one, shoot, forgot her name. She is scary. I'll be honest. She's kind of scary in my opinion. I know she's part of like the gold ship family. I think she's quite scary in my opinion. Kind of scares me. Like if I saw her walking down the hallway, I'd look out the window. But I feel like she could probably beat me in a race. Brother. That's the brother of Gold Ship. Brother of Gold Ship. We're gonna put her here, right below McQueen. This one, Stay Gold. Gold Ship's father. I think it's a more interesting design than Gold Ship or Gold Ship's brother. And I do like that they're very small. I don't know enough about her yet. I'm going to learn more about her. We're going to put her here. I do definitely feel like she'll move up. Definitely, I think she'll move up. I'm going to do the Puppet Girl next. The Puppet Girl just got added to the Japanese one. I don't even think she's playable yet. But she is absolutely adorable. One of the cutest things that I have ever seen in my entire life. I cannot wait to learn more about this character and her horse. And she's going all the way up here with Rice Shower. I love her so much. Give me merch of this character right now. Almond Eye, absolutely adorable. I think she is really cute. I want to know more about Almond Eye. I am excited to know more about Almond Eye. I think Almond Eye is like an iconic horse. Another one that I think got added to the game, maybe a little bit too soon, but I do like that she's part of the game. I think it's important. I'm going to put her right here with Stay Gold simply because I just don't know a lot about them yet. But I do think it's on par with Stay Gold, and it's interesting enough for me to where I'm like, okay, you definitely deserve to be in the game, but I'm going to wait to really put you somewhere until I know more about you. Finally here, before we get into the last one here, Forever Young. Forever Young is a character that I think has been added way too soon. Forever Young is still racing right now. Forever Young will still do more. However, I do think Forever Young, and this is going to be the thing that's really going to hurt her in my opinion, I feel like some of these Umas, they're really popular because of what they accomplished in Japan. And when you get a character that doesn't accomplish enough in Japan, it's kind of like, really that good? And I feel like Forever Young might fall victim to that, but also I feel like they're really going to pump Forever Young because of they have, kind of bias towards Forever Young. But either way, I think Forever Young, fantastic design. Fantastic design. Also, they added her whenever they added Uma in America, which I think is a bop. So yeah, there you go. Okay, here is the tier list. Here's the tier list. And let's talk about Haru. So, Haru's going up here. I'm going to tell you why. And this is where we're going to end it off here. So Haru is a rare case in this game, to where Haru won nothing. Haru won absolutely nothing. You know who Haru is. Everyone knows who Haru is. If you watched this far, you know who Haru Urara is. And you may say, well, you only like her because she's cute. She didn't win anything. You kind of feel sorry for her. She's got a good story. She's absolutely adorable character. And all of that is absolutely true. But here is where Haru, I think, is more important. So, I think there is 3 big things that happened over the last about 2 years that have made Umamusume as popular as it is right now. The fact that we are having movie theaters. My movie theater the other day to watch the beginning of the new era was as packed as it was for Demon Slayer. I went to Demon Slayer opening night. I went to watch Umamusume the 3rd day it was out, and it was as packed as Demon Slayer was on opening night. And I think there is 3 things that led to that happening. I think number 1, I think it is the game. I think the game absolutely played a big factor in that. Apps and mobile games are playing a big role in not only Umamusume, but other franchises getting as popular as they are. Look at Genshin Impact. Look at many others like it. They just get popular. But I don't think alone that could do it. I think it definitely is something that, it just exploded because of other things. Number 2, I think Cinderella Grey did a lot. I think Cinderella Grey being an anime that was airing to where people could play the game, they could go and watch Cinderella Grey, but then they could also say, this anime is so good. To where it wasn't this bad anime or this mediocre anime, it was a fantastic anime to where they were able to really relate and get these characters that were so good. That made a big difference in my opinion. But number 3, and I think a lot of people overlook this, is Haruara. So last year, we had this big thing to where everybody found out that you could send grass to Haru. And it was kind of like this big internet moment to where everybody kind of gathered around to say, hey, you can send grass to this horse. And people kept sending grass. And then websites started picking up on it like, hey, fans have sent like 12 tons worth of grass that this farm can collect. And it was kind of like this funny moment. But everyone gathered around this horse that lost everything. And it was just like this heartwarming little moment. And then she died. And it's like, once again, the internet came together to say, that was really fun. That we were able to give this horse, in its final days, this amazing send-off by just giving it so much grass that it, like, they didn't know what to do with it, and they were sending it to other farms. And it was because of that that we were able to, as a community, find things like the farm that Moshe Adodo is at, to where they have rebuilt they're rebuilding the farm and the house that they're living in, so that the stables, so that they're able to have a better home for these aging horses. I don't think stuff like that would have happened if we wouldn't have had stuff like Haruara having this massive viral trend. I think it made people think, I want to do that again. I want to support these horses that I love so much in this game, and I think it is only because of characters like Haru. Haru has done more than I think most of these horses on their own have done. I would argue more than any of them in terms of what this franchise is. If you were to put all of these characters and put them from somebody that has just started playing the game to somebody that is a veteran, I would say the most named horse would be Haru. I think Haru has done something that no other horse here has been able to do, and that is just become this iconic character that is not because of their wins, but because of just their lovability. And I think what they have accomplished for this franchise, completely the horse did nothing. But what the horse stood for mattered a lot. Not only that, but I think I've seen other Twitter accounts that have started posting pictures of these old horses that they're just retired horses now. They didn't win anything, but they're like, hey, we just keep this horse and it's just part of our little farm now. And people want to follow that because they're like, hey, it's kind of like another Haru. I love that. So do I think Haru is like this fantastic character that's got like the same type of storyline as Teo? Absolutely not. Haru's kind of like this, yeah, that's fun, but no one wants to watch an anime of that, let's be honest. But Haru existing is the greatest thing that could happen to this series. Haru being in this game is so much fun. Haru having these challenges you'll see on YouTube where people try to play until they can beat the Armakina. So much fun. So much fun. So, I love all of these characters. I love Teo. But Haru is just the best character in terms of this franchise and what this franchise needed. So yeah, Haru is definitely U tier. No doubt about it. Haru plays well off Rice Shower. Yes, absolutely. Rice Shower and Haru being together is so perfect. That is such a good pairing. I did not see that coming, but it's so much fun. Also, the fact that Haru is King Halo's roommate is so much fun because King Halo being like able to be like a mom for Haru is so cute. Love that. That's the tier list. Like there's a lot. Like there's a lot of characters down here that I just don't know. or if I just don't know enough about. Like, I know who this is. I know who this is. I know who this is. I say I know who they are. I know who they are from seeing them in the game. I just don't know who their names are. I just don't really know enough about them to want to rank them right now. But I will someday. Maybe we'll revisit this, and I'll say, yeah, I want to rank all of these characters now. But for right now, I just don't, so I'm not going to. So that's the tier list. I do thank all of you for watching. I think this is a good tier list. I think it's solid. I think it is solid. Maybe we'll revisit this at some point. But yeah, let me know down below if you want to see more like this. We'll do more like this. But anyway, thank you for watching. That's all for today. Until next time.